All right, so we're waiting on the other candidate.
Yo, is there a way you could access it to console so I can join?
I'm not sure. I did not make the game.
Alright.
I have released the stream, the video, if you want to watch it instead.
Alright, okay. I'll do that. Yo, is there a way you could access it to console so I can join?
I'm not sure. I did not make the game.
Alright.
All right, we will start in 4 minutes.
Yes, turn it up, right?
I should forget about you the same way you did about me.
Yes, turn it up, right?
I should forget about you the same way you did about me.
Like this.
Watch out for the big girl, 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 big girl. Put the leg up.
Like this.
Ripping the party slowly. Wish you could
Yes,
stop.
turn it up, right?
Forget about you the same way
You did about us. Ripping the party slowly. Wish you could stop me.
I should forget about you the same way
You did about me.
I should forget about you the same way
Yes, turn it up,
forget about you the same way
Ripping the party slowly. Wish you could stop me.
I should
Real hot girl shit. And if the beat live, you know
right?
make it. Yada yada, 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 yada
Yes, turn
yada.
it up,
Body
right?
crazy, big titties. Body crazy, big titties. Yada yada, yada yada, yada yada, yada yada, yada. How I body that? Hit it up and gave it back, up and gave it back.
Yes, turn it up, right?
All right, welcome to the first presidential debate for KUSA. We will begin with the introduction of our candidates. So, AP, you may introduce yourself.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Roger Carter, and I am running for president. Some of you may or may not know me, but I was president before KUSA was shut down. And let me just tell y'all, my administration was doing great work. We had a full cabinet. We were a new hope for the American people. And I am asking for a vote today to help me finish my term that I started. You see, when I ran with the promise of bringing back a better America for our people. I was very fortunate enough to have an amazing vice president and amazing cabinet members who helped me along the way. And I'm asking for your vote again to help me finish my term, to help me do the work of the American people, to help me serve the American people under the Constitution and under the law of the United States. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Carter. We will wait for our other candidate to get situated. During this time, I will allow anyone in the audience to ask Mr. Carter any questions.
Hello, hello. All right, bet. There. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. My mic was trying to know what that was. All right, I'm gonna turn the game back. Hello, everybody. My name is AP Dale, or otherwise known as John Dale. I go by AP though. Um, so I've been in KUSA for a long time, on and off. Um, a lot of people know me. I've grown a lot of relationships, met a lot of great people while my time in the server. I've done a lot of stuff for people. People have done a lot of stuff for me. I care about people, care about the world, and I want to make KUSA better than it was before. Kendall, can you bring me up there? I want to change the way people look at KUSA and the way they feel about KUSA. That's going to be my plan while I'm in office. I'm not going to lie to you because it's a lot of things we can do. It's a lot of things I want to do and me and my cabinet want to do. So um, please do me the honor. It'll be my greatest pride to serve as your president. Thank you.
All right, we will begin. The first topic is foreign policy. Both of you will be given 3 minutes to speak. Understood?
Yep.
All right, beginning with Mr. Carter.
Right. Thank you very much. Well, United States is a big player in the foreign policy and world stage. I will work tirelessly to find a Secretary of State to present the United States' best interests in the world. I already have potential UNs that we could be joining if I am elected as president. An important part of the United States is our foreign policy. The United States has in the past never negotiated with terrorists, and we never shall. We shall stick by our principles and we shall honor our principles. We need a person who can lead this country in a time of war. And God forbid that happens. We need a person who can lead this country, who has the experience in foreign affairs, in domestic affairs, in every affair. We need an experienced person such as myself to lead our great nation in our foreign policy, in our domestic policy, in every policy. We need someone there who can promote the best interests of the American people, who can show you that their government works, who won't sit around, do nothing, and just hold the title of President of the United States. We need someone who will work for the people. Our foreign policy will be one of the many things I hope that I get the honor to expand on. Our foreign policy will be to conduct world peace. We must end all of this violence that has been occurring with multiple UNs that I have waiting and possible candidates for Secretary of State. I I entrust the people, if I am elected, who will serve beside me on expanding my foreign policy for the people under the law of the United States. Thank you.
All right, Mr. AP Dale.
All right, let's just be honest. Um, we all we all know we need foreign policy. We all know we need to change the way um the foreign policy looks. He was talking about some world peace. That's that beauty pageant stuff. We're not even gonna get into that, bro. Um, it's a lot of different stuff we need to change, and foreign policy is one of the main things. If we all, if you were here when KUSA was first, well, not first, I'll say the third time KUSA was opened, then you know that Roger Carter, me personally, this is my opinion, and if anybody else looks like this, he 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 did sit around and do nothing. We all know, we all been there. Foreign policy is the main thing we need to focus on because the wars that happened in KUSA before should not be happening. They will not be happening. I promise you. With me in office, the UN, we're going to try to open up KUN again. Get all of the countries together and expand as soon as we get elected. It's not going to be when, if, but as soon as we get elected. Because we need to expand. We need to work harder than any other campaign has done, any other administration has done. My administration will be the best. Foreign policy will be at its greatest time. I promise. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. AP. Do you have a response, Mr. Carter?
I do. In fact, let me tell you this. AP, I really do love your enthusiasm for this, but our foreign policy is something that really needs work on. And saying when you're elected, you want to open up KUN, which in the past has shown a lot of potential, but not enough. I believe we need to move on our foreign policy. We need an active UN. We need to help other nations. These wars that have been happening in the past, terrible wars, just like my friend AP did say, terrible wars that should not be happening. They should never happen. Under my leadership, if I am elected as president of the United States, we won't get into those wars. My administration worked hard to prevent these wars, to work in the best interest of the American people. You say the world peace is that pageant stuff. Well, it's an idea. We want our world to be secure for the future generations of Americans that are born here on our free and everlasting land.
All right, thank you, Mr. Carter. The next topic is regarding our domestic security, starting with Mr. AP.
Domestic security. Okay, here's the thing with domestic security. Um, we got 3 minutes. Okay. Here's the thing with domestic security. I feel that we need to expand in that topic. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I'm new at all of this. Okay, um, I'm working hard to learn a lot more, and it it it's struggling, but I'm still learning. Okay, but listen, I'm good at what I do. I'm good at everything I do, and I'm good at what I'm gonna do. Okay. Um, we've all been through the struggles, you know. We all we all know what it's like. And if I'm being brutally honest, um, Mr. Carter, you have been in the presidency before. You have failed.
Please stay
We
on the
have
topic of security, Mr. AP.
okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, but with that being said, we're gonna work on that. And I'm gonna learn more about that topic. And I promise, when I do, I will change it. I will change everything about it. I don't know a lot about the topic, to be brutally honest. This is why I should be president, because I'm going to keep it honest with my citizens of the United States, my great citizens, wonderful citizens. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Carter, excuse me. Do you have anything to respond to
Yes, I
Mr.
do.
Dale
Citizens,
regarding the topic?
my opponent just said he wants to be elected because he does not know what he's doing on the matter of domestic policy. I believe we need to open up more departments. Our Department of Homeland Security, it will be my main goal to open up and get fully functioning. If I am elected, I promise to find a Secretary of Homeland Security who can do his job, his proper job,
Okay.
to have a fully functioning department, to open up other sub agencies such as the Federal Protective Service, the United States Secret Service, etc. Because we need these law enforcement officers to protect the laws that they have been protecting. Laws that have been inscribed in the United States Constitution. My opponent, word for word, said before you all he should be elected because he does not know anything about domestic policy. I, for one, find that unacceptable. Our nation needs to be transparent. We need someone who can lead. Domestic affairs is a very important topic. We need police forces. We need many other aspects that I could go on and on and on, but I want to keep this short with everyone. You need someone who can find the right people to lead the Department of Homeland Security, who can supervise the Department of Homeland Security, and who can get things up and running. We need someone who has the experience in this. We need someone who knows what they're doing, and who wants to serve the American people of their own free will. Thank you. That's all I have.
All right, we will move on to our next topic.
Can I get a rebuttal? Oh,
You may. You will be given a 60-second rebuttal.
okay. Thank you. Mr. Carter. First off, I never said that I didn't know what I was doing. I said I'm still learning. Second off, um, as I was the Secretary of Homeland Security in Mr. Carter's administration, I can tell you that he didn't try. We like he did not try to help out this community in any way. He did not put in any effort to succeed within the community. This community, with Mr. Carter's administration, went downhill. Department directors, he did not even try. With my administration, we are trying to get every department filled, and we are not going to take anything. We're not going to let anything stand in our way. We're going to work to our fullest ability to work hard and conquer anything that holds us
All
back.
right,
I
thank you,
promise.
Mr. AP.
Hey, can
All
I
right, we will move
Kendall,
on to our next topic regarding
Kendall,
activity.
Kendall, I
S-
can I gotta leave the game. But I'm gonna be in the VC talking. I can't be in
Starting
that.
with Mr. Carter.
Okay.
Activity is a very important issue. We need active people to lead our departments, to lead our agencies, police forces, citizens, active government officials. My opponent said he wants to fill up every department to get them working. I do agree with him, but with what activity? With what people? USA is very lucky to be here today, and we need to find the right people. I do plan on recruiting from inside and outside of this group to find the right people to bring up our activity levels, not just in certain departments, not just in certain agencies, not just in certain branches, but as an entire group. We need someone who can be active, who can lead our nation, who has the experience, who can find other people who can be active and lead their respective department, their respective agency, their respective branch. We need to find these people, and to find them, we need someone who can find them, who knows what they're doing, and who has plans already set for this great nation. Thank you.
All right, Mr. AP.
Um, Thank you, Mr. Whatever you are. So listen, this is my main topic. My main goal is to expand the activity within KUSA. Group recruiting plaza. Going into different games, going into different groups, um, showing people that KUSA is one of the best USA groups within Roblox. I want he's talking about experience. This is my field. Experience is what I do best. Well, not experience, but activity is what I do best. I work on activity in lots of groups. I've been in lots of groups before. What I do best is get people active on games. Show people, give people a reason to play them. Show people that there is something to play for. My administration wants to add new games that you can play inside of KUSA. Yes, I mean games. I actually mean games. We want to add different stuff you can do, activities like um, add new businesses, like where you can actually sell your items on Roblox, and different stuff. Experience within experience within the community. That's what you're saying. You have experience within USA groups. I have experience all over Roblox. I want to show the Roblox community that KUSA will be and can be one of the best active USA groups on on um on Roblox. Thank you.
All right, do you have anything to respond to that, Mr. Carter?
Yes, I do. In fact, you speak that you do have activity that you are active in other groups, but while you were Secretary of Homeland Security, under my administration, I barely saw you in game. I barely saw you. I would send you DM after DM after DM where you would never respond. I know you would go in game a few times, but I wouldn't see you as often. I would send you DM after DM telling you to help me with this, to help me with that, and you would never respond. We need these active people we that we need to find. We need these people to help grow our nation, to bring back our active nation. And these games that you're talking about, they can be easily played. You don't necessarily need them inside of Washington, D.C. We need functional businesses. We need a lot of other things. But you're over here talking about games. How could that possibly be?
All right, thank you, Mr. Carter. We will move on to our next section.
Right.
During this section, we will allow the audience to ask a few questions. We will accept 3 questions from the audience that each candidate will be given 2 minutes to answer. We will begin.
Um, what can you ensure? Like you said, you were talking about expanding. Does that mean you would expand to PC? And if so, how would we be able to communicate with the PC players?
Um, who's gonna start off, Mr. Cook?
Miss, who are you directing the question to?
Yeah.
AP Dale.
Mr. Dale.
Okay. So with the expanding, I want to open the game up to new and newer like consoles. So Xbox console, PC console, phone players that can already play it. PC can already play it, but I want to open it up to new people. Myself, I come from the Xbox community. I know what the struggle is with them being able to join games. So I want to allow them to get a chance to come and play and get a new experience within a PC game. Um, I want to help them try and learn what a PC game is like, and maybe one day they can actually get a computer and play them there for themselves. But with KUSA, um, we're gonna try to make everything new. So expanding means like we're gonna expand into more states and more cities and stuff. Um, you know, work on new objectives to expand our server and get more people to join our server.
All right, Mr. Carter.
I do have to agree with my opponent on this issue. If I am elected president, I would work closely with the moderation team and development team to make Washington D.C. more accessible to non-computer players. I remember when I was president, I remember saying people that they don't join DC because they don't have a PC and their console wouldn't work. I know it is a struggle. I know some people prefer a console over PC, but we do need to work on the fact of our development. If I am elected president, I will work closely with the administration team and development team to give access to console players and all other device players to join DC efficiently and to have a good time as a normal PC or mobile player would. Thank you.
Alrighty, is that all the questions from our audience? Mr. Riley.
This one's just directed to Carter because he didn't really give a full explanation on this. What are your ways of raising activity? Like exactly, because you were kind of beating around the bush on that.
All right. Well, on activity. Firstly, thank you for your question. I I really wanted to expand on this more. By activity, I mean going into like other games, recruiting, going to group recruiting plazas, standing there and recruiting members, or hosting certain events such as a job fair, political rallies, speeches, so we can increase the general activity of people inside of Washington D.C. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
AP, do you have a response to his answer?
Yes, sir. Thank you, thank you, sir. First off, Mr. Carter, did I not already say that group recruiting plaza is my number one thing? I just want to make that clear and put that on the record. Um, and hosting rallies, to do that, you have to expand your activity before you can actually host rallies. So to even host a rally or even think about that, um, you have to go in a different game. So it's like different communities, different groups do partnerships. Um, as you've seen, we have made more partnerships. We've partnered with a server called Alpha Studios. My campaign manager has helped us get that partnership, and we are going to work to get our activity within KUSA better than it ever was, better than it ever will be. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Doommaker, your question.
First, AP, how do you plan on expanding the military?
Yes, with the military. Um, as I've said, I come from a console community, Xbox community. We I have done many militaries or many Marine Corps myself. And I have a close friend. His name's J2 Smooth. You know, he's a very good military person. Now he's going to be my Secretary of Defense. Um, him and his men are some of the best men I know. We plan on getting a Marine Corps open. We already have about 5 to 10 members for that right now. We plan on getting the Air Force, Navy, um, the Coast Guard, everything you can think about in the military is going to be open. So we're gonna keep boosting morale for the military, keep boosting activity for the military, and for every other branch within KUSA. Going to different servers, trying to get more people in the military, getting more console players within the military. This is why I want to move console players to be able to play this PC game, KUSA. That's my main goal as of right now, to get PC players a chance to interact with Xbox players within KUSA. Thank you.
All right, Mr. J2 Smooth.
May I answer his question,
Sure, you
Mr.
may answer it.
Doommaker's question first? Right. Firstly, before I do respond to Mr. Doommaker's question, I just like to confirm for the record, Mr. AP, you did say A2 Smooth is already you've already offered him the position of Secretary of Defense, correct?
That's on my cabinet. Yes, sir.
So you just admitted that you violated a campaign finance law.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I said that
Said that you
he is
you
he is
hold
listen,
on,
listen, listen, listen.
hold on. You said that he's gonna be your Secretary of Defense, so that means you already offered him the position and he accepted. When you haven't been duly elected to office, so technically you are in violation of
He's a
campaign
candidate.
finance law.
He's my candidate. I
You,
didn't
sh-
offer
you
him a
still you
position.
should not be offering positions until
Well,
you are the president elect. You are
Mr.
violating of
Hold on,
a campaign finance law, and I am asking for
Mr.
his
Carter,
campaign
Mr.
to be
Carter, did you
investigated.
or did you not offer your whole campaign a position within your campaign before you were elected? Did you or did you not? Answer that.
I did not.
No, that's a lie.
I did
That's
not.
a lie.
I did not.
I have
You just
that's what you
blatantly
did.
admitted to the public
Sir,
that
sir, thank you.
you just violated a campaign finance law, and I'm asking that um Your campaign is to be investigated to make sure that you do not break any
This is
more of these campaign finance
Mr.
laws.
Carter. This is KUSA, by the way. This is KUSA.
Yes,
This is KUSA, sir.
yes, and you broke a campaign
Mr.
finance law.
Mr.
All right, thank you
Mr.
too. Thank you too. Mr. J, do you have your question? No? Okay, thank you. All right, moving on to the next section regarding the judicial system in KUSA, starting with Mr. Carter.
Thank you. Our judicial system is a very important part of the United States. I do plan on finding members to nominate for the DC District Court, and once we have a few judges on the bench, and we have a fully working judicial system, I do plan on nominating District of Columbia, Attorney General, a U.S. Attorney, and finding an Attorney General, and of course moving on to the Supreme Court, finding a Chief Justice for the Supreme Court and Associate Justices. I know a few friends of mine that would possibly be interested, but I have not reached out to them yet. And I'm gonna say this: when I was president, I had one chief justice and a few like two district justices, and it was not a well organized court. It was I wouldn't say sloppy, but it was definitely not organized. We need an organized court to prosecute those who have broken American law, who have committed crimes against the United States, have done wrong, and they deserve to face justice. So we need fully functioning courts. First, we need a fully functioning district court. After that, we need a U.S. attorney and attorney general. And once we have a fully working judicial system, we can work on the Supreme Court to have our complete judicial system. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Dale.
Um, Mr. Carter. First off, what you're telling us, what you just stated, is that you you did state this. You appointed a sloppy chief justice, or you little. Yeah, you know what I
I
mean.
correct you on that. I never appointed him. He
So
was never appointed by myself under when I was president.
okay. Moving on. So the court system, it has to change. I want to appoint justices, the chief justice, all of that. Get more people in the within the court system. Um, expand on attorneys, prosecutors, public defenders, all of that within the district. If I'm being honest, I myself have been in KUSA since 2022, so I know how the court system ran. I know that the court system was inactive and everything. And personally, the court system was not fair at all. That's just my personal opinion. Who's that breathing in the mic like that? But we have to change it. We have to. And with my administration, we will change it. We first off, we're going to get an attorney general. We're going to appoint justices. Um you know, I have a few people in mind, but I will not disclose that as of right now. Um and we're going to appoint a chief justice. Only the person that does the best will be in the chief justice seat. I will like appoint him myself. I only want the best of the best. That's what I'm saying. And all of my American people are the best of the best, if I'm being honest. So, everybody has a chance. I just want to give everybody a chance. So thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. AP. We will move on to our next topic, which is Congress. How do you guys plan to work with Congress? Starting with Mr. AP.
With Congress, we are going to try to make new amendments, new laws, and basically we're going to provide a whole substantial amount of law amendments and different stuff to Congress. You know, because if I'm being honest, one of my main things that I had a problem with when I was within KUSA is the shooting up of the White House, and frankly, it was too much. I want to implant a law where you need a gun license approved by the police to even get a gun. Um, we all have whoever has paid for the gun pass in KUSA knows that you can get a free gun by that. But like, I want people who can't afford the gun pass to be able to get a chance to get a gun another way. And by this law, I am going to present to Congress if I get in office. It's going to show Congress that they have a chance to get a gun a legal way and a more efficient way. Um, so, and also, I would like to work on the public parks and public stuff. So I'm going to present some laws to Congress about that and different stuff. So thank you. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Carter, your response.
Alright, thank you. Well, I do believe we need an active Congress by this. If we do not have a fully functional Senate or House, I would have to, under the powers listed in the Constitution, would have to appoint people to fill in those seats, those vacancies inside the United States Senate and House. And once we do have both chambers of Congress filled with a president pro tempore and a speaker of the House, I would introduce legislation to help the American people by making it easier to create businesses, um, lowering certain items, and giving more benefits to the American public than what has happened. My friend, Mr. AP, has really great ideas, but first we need an active Congress who has the proper leadership to work, to function as a full chamber, as the full Senate, the full House of Representatives. They need their officers. We need the House officers, the Senate officers. We need these people. We need someone who can find them. We need someone who can appoint them. The proper leadership, and they know what they're doing. And to bring up Congress activity, I would also use other platforms, go out of this group to pick certain people that put my trust in for them to serve the American people in the people's house, in Congress. Thank you.
A free section for our candidates. You will be given 3 minutes to talk about whatever you want, and the other candidate will be given 3 minutes to respond to you.
Before we begin, is this the last section?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
The other candidate may interrupt you if they want to. All right, so this is a free debate section. So starting with Mr. Carter, you will choose the first topic.
Let's touch ground again in the world of policy. The United States has seen many ups and downs in our foreign policy, but we need someone who can faithfully execute these policies that, if I am elected, will write to help promote the interest of all Americans around the globe. See, I have a lot of experience of foreign affairs under my belt. I know foreign affairs isn't such a big issue to most of you, but it is to me. We need to have a 5 point plan that we want to execute for the better interests of the American people. We need alliances with other nations. If we do manage to join a UN, we could join the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the International Police. There are so many things we can do, but we need someone who can lead that department, who can work with foreign nations to promote the better interest of the average American citizen, the average working class American. If I may just touch off topic a little bit, Mr. Kendall.
Mr. Carter, you're talking about the average working American. But if I'm being honest, you didn't work. You didn't work whatsoever. If I'm being honest, 90% of the time, it was your administration doing all the work. You did zero. You did nothing. To be brutally honest, you did nothing within the administration. Your administration was horrible, and we tried our hardest.
Okay, then I have a
We tried
question for you. Then why did you agree to become a part of my administration?
because
I,
I thought you were
I
going
tell
to
me.
do good. But if I'm being honest, you called martial law like 10 times when you were in office, if I'm being honest. And it was
Because
sad
the
to see.
District of Columbia was under attack
The
by
district was a
terrorists who did not
so if
who
it was under
wanted to
attack,
destroy
if it was under
the
attack,
America
where
we
were
know
your Secret
today.
Service that was supposed to protect your White House at all costs? They were not there. You did not try to boost their activity. You did not try anything.
And why did you become
The
a part of my administration? That's my question.
if listen. If the White House was under attack, why didn't you call in? Where was the police at? Where was anything? Where was anybody at? There was nothing.
Police. What police?
Okay.
The
You asked what
city government, the ZC city government did not
you
have
asked what
any
police. You asked what
metropolitan
police.
police
No,
officers.
no, no.
How could I call the police with no
You asked
metropolitan
what police.
police?
The police were not there because
No
you did not
police.
to get anyone to work for you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Dale, you may choose the next topic.
Okay. The next topic will be about the Secretary of Commerce. So I want to talk a lot about that. So basically, the Commerce Department they are essential to the well-beings of the economy. Okay. Um, Looking over business regulations and forms is also an essential plan. Um, and I plan to push the executive orders that will push for recruitment. I want to expand more businesses within the server, like I said. Um, we need to get business inspectors, expand business perks, creating a new system where businesses can receive Roblox funds. I'm sorry, funding. So the funding of the businesses, the Treasury Department will be very helpful in this funding with all the agencies. Okay, so all of our businesses will consist of a lot of different things. Okay, we want to make them where they can do different stuff and help the economy grow within KUSA. I'm sorry, I don't. Okay, we want to okay, my bad, I was talking. We want to expand them where they can help KUSA grow as a community and bring more departments and show people that they can sell their products within KUSA. So that gives them a chance for them to actually join our server and show us what their business is all about. And we can invest in helping them, and they can help us by growing activity and different types of stuff like that. So my plan when I get in office is to help out small businesses to boost the activity and morale of the server.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Dale. All right, so I believe that is all. Anything else you guys wish to say?
No, that is all I have
So
for the American public and my point.
All righty, thank you everyone for watching and attending and participating in the first KUSA presidential debate. If you have any questions or concerns regarding the election, you may contact me via DMs or you can ask me now. So, thank you.